What a game at the Garden on Saturday afternoon between the Islanders and the Rangers. The Blue Shirts, they grabbed 2 points with a comeback shootout victory over the Isles. So let's talk some New York hockey, and we're going to do it with the host of Total Hockey Now, my guy Anthony Rivera. Anthony, this game was crazy. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I was having a lot of fun watching it, especially when it goes into overtime. One of my favorite parts of watching hockey is definitely that whole scenario there. It did go into the shootout, but, great game overall. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thrilling game. Thrilling, exciting, whatever you want to call it. Crazy. It was great. Definitely no doubt about that. And Anthony, sounded like a playoff game at the world's most famous arena. The Rangers, they moved one step closer to winning the Metropolitan Division. They picked up their 54th win of the season. That is a franchise record-setting win. How big was the victory for the Blue Shirts, considering heading into Saturday, they had just come off of losing 2 straight games? So how big was this win for the Rangers?
It's a huge win for the Rangers, and not only are they close to winning the Metropolitan Division, they're just one step closer to that President's Trophy. Nice to see them get the win there, especially in the Garden, where they've played just amazingly all season long. You got a great performance for Igor Shesterkin, and just another come-from-behind win for this Rangers team. And you want to go into the playoffs, with your head held high and getting ready for what's to come once you get in there. And the Rangers have just played brilliantly for most of the season, and it's paying off.
It's absolutely paying off, looking really strong right now. Let's talk about the Isles, because they came into this game winners of 6 straight, but they do pick up a point in this one with the shootout loss. How important was picking up a point for the Islanders' playoff chances with 2 games left to play in the regular season?
Yeah, the Islanders needed at least a point. It would have been great to see them get 2 points, but they definitely needed a point with, Pittsburgh around that 8th spot, only 4 points behind. I think the Islanders are going to lock it up. And thankfully enough, the other teams that were vying for a spot have not been playing as well as the Islanders have. They got 90 points here, and I think they're going to be just fine to, reach the playoffs here. And you want to be hot. Like I said, same thing for the Rangers applies to the Islanders. You want to be hot going into a possible playoff scenario, and the Islanders have played well recently.
Yeah, no doubt about that. 6 wins in their last 7 games. No complaints there for the Islanders. And we can't talk about this win for the Rangers without talking about Igor Shesterkin. The Rangers goalie, he made 2 saves late in overtime, including an amazing glove save with 7.1 seconds to go. What have you made of Shesterkin's play in the second half of this season, and how are you feeling about his game in net as we head to the playoffs?
I mean, it's such a change from the beginning of the season where, he wasn't playing as well. Jonathan Quick had kind of, was playing a lot better than him. And there were even points in time where fans were like, let's put Quick in net and be the starter. But nice to see Shesterkin come back, do what he does best. Both of them have a .911 save percentage. 34 wins on the season for Shesterkin. It's just amazing to see. And, I texted you during the game how amazing that save was against Matthew Barzal in overtime. He has just been outstanding, and we expect nothing less from Igor Shesterkin. It always seems like the goalies in Madison Square Garden just play to the best ability, and he's a good example of that as well.
Yeah, top-level goalie right now, playing like one of the best in the league, and that save, that was a sick one right there for sure. Okay, so one more game to go in the regular season for the Rangers. They host Ottawa on Monday. 2 more games for the Isles at New Jersey on Monday. Then they host Pittsburgh on Wednesday. What will you be keeping your eye on as far as both teams go, both local teams go, as they try to close out this regular season?
Well, like I said before, it all goes back to finishing the season strong and heading into the playoffs. Obviously, the Rangers are already in, so the only thing they're worrying about is trying to lock up that President's Trophy. Now, I know the President's Trophy has not been, nice to teams that make it into the playoffs, but for the Rangers to get that'd be a nice feat. And the Islanders still trying to get into the playoffs. I think they'll be fine. But, like I said, you want to go into the playoffs with some momentum. And the Islanders have had that momentum. Even with this loss, they've played well. And they did earn a point, which is very important. And just keep earning points and keep getting your standing up there so you can head into the playoffs with a good record there.
There you go. You want to go into the playoffs strong. If you're a team, you do not want to play with your food here down the stretch. Get those points, get those wins, and keep moving on to the postseason. That is Anthony Rivera, the host of Total Hockey Now. He'll have his eyes all on the NHL postseason and what the Rangers and Islanders do in the playoffs. Anthony, always a pleasure to talk some hockey with you. We will talk soon.
Definitely. Thanks so much, Dexter. Have a good one.
You too.